Hi there. I was going to take loads of photographs and show you, the different examples, but I thought actually it'd be more beneficial if I videoed it. So sorry I'm not in the picture, but I just wanted to go through this. I think you'll understand it better. I capture lots of direct mail and I put them all in a box when they've really impressed me as great examples of what people are doing well. So this is a guy called David Taylor and he does something called Extraordinary Coaching. Beautiful piece of direct mail, and he did a dinner where he invited people along, and on the front he was obviously targeting women business owners. So it said Extraordinary Woman on the front, a beautiful piece of card that came through the letterbox. It's been handwritten with my name on, and it says who the guest speaker is, what it is, RSVP, and there was a follow-up call afterwards as well. I was intrigued by this. I wanted to go along and see who else was there. A great piece of direct mail, and you can see all the branding is beautifully put together. So well done, David Taylor. The next piece is, I'll do the bird board one first. So the one that I was talking about, it looks a bit like a gift card. The reason we did it A5 size was because of the postage. If you go bigger than A5, which is half an A4 piece of paper, you start to pay a lot more postage. So it's branded, launch event invite, come and see how it feels to fly. And then on the inside, what we had them do was create, the design work was create a template, and then they just overprinted the personalisation here. So we provide that as an Excel spreadsheet. So it would be, Dear Francis, you're invited to the launch of Birdboard at, and then the address details would be in here. And then they'd stick, there's some testimonials on the back with all the contact details there. So when you're doing this, there's some questions to ask, which are who, what, where, when, how. Make sure that you get all that in the detail, because the last thing you want is to miss out anything vital. That then goes in an envelope with, a sticky note on the front with the personalised address details and a stamp, and we give that all to the printing company. There are printing companies out there that will do that for you. If you want details of the company that I use, then obviously I'm happy to provide. If you wanted to send out a lot of information, we've got, I love this, it's like a newspaper. So this can fold up nicely into an A5 envelope with lots of detail. This is for a restaurant, so they've got details of their menus inside, plus they do some bands and things like that. A really nice creative way of getting lots of information in place, and of course people will read this in a very different way to what they would an email, and it folds up nicely into an A5 envelope, and they've probably got them on the bar as well. This one is by a guy who is an animation expert. So his branding is Giant Robot, and his lumpy mail, as we call it, was a pair of giant underpants. His target audience was creative agencies, so he wanted to do something that was, that would make them laugh and bring a smile to their face, and something that was a bit different. Time to put your big boy pants on, and he put them in the post and sent them to them. I loved this. I thought it was really good fun. And then finally, Hiscox. So Hiscox do insurance for small business owners, and I loved this, and it's been around for a while, but you can see I've got 7 A5 postcards, and I wanted to talk you through this because it's absolutely brilliant. If they didn't win awards for this, they should have done. The more knocks you survive, the more respect you earn. Biting off more than you can chew shows you're still hungry. You only know what you're made of when you've been stuffed a few times. Some meals are more memorable than others. That's coming up with an idea on the back of a napkin in a restaurant. I loved that. You don't need a boardroom table to have goals. Writing your first invoice, hard to put into words. These are all really carefully planned statements that really resonate with a small business owner. What's clever about this is each one of these has a very different price point. When I say very different, I mean slightly different. So that one's £13.7 a month. That one's £10.87 a month. That one's £12.72. And each one has got a completely different telephone number on it. So what they're doing is they're measuring which card works. It's all printed, so there's the personalisation on there, there's the postage on there, and it's all targeted, measured. They know exactly what's working and what isn't. Great piece of direct mail. So just finally on the lumpy mail, if you wanted to send them a gift, there are lots of companies out there who do all sorts of ideas. If you're struggling for an idea, give a promotional material company a ring. There are loads of them out there. You know, it's in their interest, isn't it? If you give them a budget of, you know, whatever you decide, £1 each or £2 each, it's obviously going to be more expensive the smaller the quantity. So you have to decide what would they most like to receive. You can do the usual pen, that sort of thing, but actually I'd suggest that you send them something that they're going to want to keep, that they find really valuable, that they're going to put on their desk so that your brand is in front of them all the time. So just a few ideas. Have a great day. Speak to you again tomorrow. Bye bye.